Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods. Now guys, I've got something really special today. Arrived in the post today is issue 119 and issue 120 of Build the Spitfire, and I am so excited because these are the last two issues in this collection and the Spitfire will now be finally complete. A lot has gone on in the time that we've been building this. You know, I started this off live and other bits and pieces, but yeah, it's kind of a bit of a one, this one, because it's an end to a model. And although I love building the models and it's nice to have the completed model, it's one that we're not going to be recording much anymore. What I plan to do is I'm going to do 119 and 120 today. I'm going to do them together because 119, there's not really that much to do in it. 120, there's quite a bit to do in it, but and then what I will do is I will then do a finishing video of the build and yeah, packing it away, a few old memories, bits and pieces like that, just, you know, just give the end of this model justice. I know this model has had its ups and downs, major down near the end of completing the aircraft. So I do know that, and I know it's, you know, some people have got bad memories. To tell you the truth, apart from one of the lifters being the, oh, I don't know what you call it, the thing for the lifter was quite loose and not glued in properly. That's the only problems I've had with this Spitfire. I haven't had any other problems whatsoever, so I don't know whether I'm one of the lucky ones or whether, I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't know how I've managed to do this build, and I've had no problems with the Spitfire. I have done modifications along the way. As we know, I changed the colour of the machine guns to like an orangey colour. I didn't do that in a video because that was my first ever mod I did, but that again gave me the confidence to do more mods. So, you know, it's like I said, I've learned from this one. We've got to the end of this one. Could I build another one, a Spitfire? I really don't know, because I don't know.
I don't know that one.
No, neither do I. Really. I don't know, because obviously my motor skills have changed since we started this build, and I was a lot heavier back then as well. But I'm really excited to finish the model. I'm really excited that we've got the last two issues. And yeah, it's going to be bittersweet for this one really, because I've really enjoyed the build. It was my first ever historic build that I ever did. And yeah, it'll be emotional at the end, but it will also be, we reached our goal at the end. Anyway, we better get started. So with all that said, for the last time with the Spitfire, let's get modelling. Right, here we are at the final hurdle. So, issue 119, which is what we're going to do first. There's not an awful lot to do in 119, to tell you the truth. We're just putting a box together. So, if I just get the pieces out of here, I've quite kept them in there. I mean, I do like to prepare. What we need to do first of all is just put this lid on, which is a push fit connection. Then we've got some handles at the other side to put on. It's really going to be a shame when I pack up this model because, you know, it's been here quite a while. I wish we won't get any flies, but yeah, it's nice to complete her. And, you know, I wasn't planning on doing the diorama, but I've done it anyway. Okay, so that's one handle on, and they do fit over like that. And we'll just get the other one on. It's a little bit fiddly, but doable, I think. Okay. Okay, so that is that done. That's issue 119. Now we do... Let's look at what figure we've got this time. This is the radio operator. As you can see, crazy eyes again. Actually, I'll see if I can do that on here. You can see it a bit better. There we go. So yeah, you're not seeing there how bad eyes it is, but pretty freaky. Okay, so we've done that now. We're going to move on to 120. 120, there is a little bit more to do. I will say though, before we move on to 120, it's the first time I've seen this, but there is a section about paint effects that you can do with the tractor, the trailer, the tables, the boxes, the chocks, figurines and bits and pieces. So there is, you know, a little bit of information about how to weather these things and to sort them out. So yeah, okay, that's 119. Now we're going to move on to 120, and this is actually finishing the fuel truck, bows of the fuel truck. So we need these two parts first of all, and these are just going to simply slot in there. And then what we're going to do, we've got a pin. I'm just going to start this pin off, and basically we're making a hinge. So it's a little bit yeah, a little bit fiddly, but we're just feeding that down. Let me just get something just to push the rest of the pin in. Because the end bit does seem to be a little bit hard. Maybe a screwdriver is not the best way to go. Maybe I could use some tweezers, so I'll get my favourite tweezers, which is these here. Yeah, that is tough going in there. Suppose this is what locks it in place. We've got two of these to do as well, so it's a case of just lining it up and letting it go in. So that's that one done. We've got to do the same on the other door. So again, this bit into there. Just make sure you get it the right way around, guys. I cannot believe at the end of this video we have completed this build. Though, I mean, what a build it's been. Back then when I started this build, I wasn't even monetized. It was just a little bit of fun, really, with some friends. But things and whatnot change, and you've just got to change with it. Suppose this is not easy. This is not easy whatsoever. Right, we'll get to you on the final one. Don't complain that we don't give you out. Right, okay, so it's that way and that way with that. Ah! Come on, don't make me, yeah, not on the last one. Come on. On the last one, it should be nice and simple. This is why I say I probably wouldn't do a build like this again, because it really is challenging for me. Right, enough's enough. You're going in, I don't care. Ugh, come on. It's just this last bit. It's just getting the hinge lined up so it goes in. But I just don't want to break anything. Come on. Ah. Right, there we go, it's in. See? Keep at it and you'll get there in the end. Okay, so the next bit we need is this humongous bit here. We're just going to turn it around this way because I just want to make sure I get it into the orientation of the magazine. And what we need to do is we're going to put this bit on here that we did first. And then we're going to screw that in place. Okay, and we need some PWB screws. So these are the screws that have got like a flanged head on them. So we'll get these started. These are quite big screws. Right. I'm going to get these started and then we'll put that door back on. Right, there we go. That's one. And that's two. Then we're just going to basically repeat on the other side what we've just done on that side. So just make sure it's the right way around. And again, two of the PWB screws. Okay. A lot of instructions just for this section, to tell you the truth, because it's gone from 3 to 8. So the usual Harshette way of overkilling things. Okay, right, so we've got that in place. Next, what we need to do, we need to just flip this, making sure I get the right side, obviously, because we've got this part here. Now this part is going to fit onto here. So let's have a look. We can make sure we line up all the holes. Right, that's all the holes lined up. Okay, and turning the page of the magazine. The next thing to do is need to screw it down with 3 PB 2.3 times 5mm screws, which I have here. Do my usual, go for the centre one first. Right, things aren't lined up. More or less see where things aren't lined up. Right, everything's lined up now. Okay, that's the first one. I think this is the last lot of screws we are going to be fitting into this model. So yeah, Okay, you can always hear that clicking nicely into place. Okay, so we've done that part. Next, what we need to do is, it's not very clear in the magazine at all, but flipping it around this way, oh, we now need to put the chassis on. So that's going to go on like that. Now it doesn't say that this needs to be screwed. So what we need to do, it says apply some glue to the pegs. That is no problem. I'm just going to put the glue directly on the pegs because there's no point, you know, portioning it out when it can be put directly on it. To tell you the truth, I know the ending for the Spitfire, you know, in the latter 90s of the issues, it wasn't great, but I've still enjoyed this build. And, you know, it was nice to finally give her some justice by doing this at the end. Okay, so that's more or less done. I'm not liking how them doors lining up, but there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, right, so the final part is we have got this to put in. This is brilliant. I mean, that is just like a little stationary engine. And I know our man will be very happy at putting the stationary engine on video. So we've put that bit onto there. Apply a little glue to the back. Right, okay, so we have to... Basically, this is going to go into there. So, this is the final bit, guys. The final bit. Now it says to apply a little glue to the back of the interior panel and fix it into place. So more or less just directly. Okay, so that's it's not a lot. I'd say I've done worse. Okay, so this panel now will go in and sit there like so. Just make sure I do my glue up so it don't dry out and put it back where it belongs. I have a place for everything in here. Right, okay, right. Next, what we need to do, if you remember this, that we did in a previous issue, we're basically going to be putting this onto the model. So I'm just seeing how they want it. So round here, and this is going to be going on here like so. Now I can glue it, but it says, it does say apply a little glue to the pegs, but as you can see, that's quite a nice push fit connection. And yeah, just try and shut them doors properly. There we go. And that's it, guys. That is our finished fuel tank. Go back onto build camera. So we've got the doors that open there. They're a little bit misaligned, but I can live with that. Here's a diorama piece. So I'm not exactly going to be playing with it. And then you got your bit round there, like that. And that's it. The Spitfire is done. Oh my word. Oh, she's done. Yeah, sorry, no words can express how I feel, really. It's amazing. Utterly, utterly amazing. that she's finally complete. Like I said, a lot has gone on in the, what, nearly 2 years of building her. 2 years, about 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. But she's complete. And all I can say is, wow, what a model. What an absolute model. And this model changed my perception on a lot of things. Before I was very sci-fi and very, you know, into Star Wars, but this model changed me. It changed me in a way of looking at history and getting interested in it. Wow. Amazing, guys. So that is issue 119, 120, and the complete Build the Spitfire build done. Well guys, that's it for Build the Spitfire. There will be a finishing video going up on my channel, but I just want to thank everybody who has come on this massive journey with me through the last few years. I don't need to say any names who have been there for me and stuff like that, but I want to just say a massive thanks. This was my first ever Hachette model, and it's not going to be my last ever Hachette model because, you know, we've got the Titanic still going, and there is in the future hopefully going to be the Lancaster bomber as well. But it's been a journey. It's been a massive journey and a learning curve as well. And I've learned quite a lot from this build, and you know, it's taken me down avenues I didn't even think I'd ever go down. And you know, I think it's also changed my channel for the better as well, that I now do some historic building and not being stuck in the sci-fi of just doing sci-fi builds. So it has helped me along the way, and I'll always be grateful for that. Well guys, if you like this video and you like these series, please give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe. You can watch this back from issue 1 all the way through. It will stay on my channel, and yeah, please enjoy. And remember guys, and hit the notification bell, you're notified of any future videos. But remember guys, and I'll tell you where this saying came from. When we went into, say, COVID lockdown, and I started this model in COVID lockdown, it always said, stay safe, stay at home and stay safe. That's where my ending comes from. I've said it since we got locked down in COVID in the first ever lockdown. So guys, stay safe and bye for now.